Puerto Rico and Haiti. Did you know that there was a point in time in history that these two lands also spoke the same language? Did you also know that these two lands had great solidarity with each other for hundreds of years? This is what I mean. Before it was Puerto Rico and Haiti, it was Borinquen and Haiti. The indigenous peoples known as the Taíno spoke Arawak. Arawak was a language spoken in all of the Greater Antilles. Since the land of Haiti, Quisqueya, and Borinquen were so close to one another, that the Taíno people freely traveled amongst each other's lands, either to trade goods, food, or to start a new life in each other's lands. And it was like that for hundreds of years. Once the arrival of Columbus happened, it was the beginning of the colonial era for all of the Caribbean, eventually dividing the peoples for a little bit, dividing them by race and language. Whereas we fast forward from the 1400s to the 1800s, Haiti speaks predominantly French Creole, and Puerto Rico speaks Spanish. However, due to each other's lands being so close to one another, it was only a matter of fate that these two would come together in terms of solidarity. After the Haitian Revolution, the Haitian people established their flag, the Republic of Haiti. This flag became the blueprint for a lot of other flags in the Caribbean and Latin America. This flag inspired their primary neighbors, the Dominican Republic, to creating their first revolutionary flag. And it was from this very flag you see right here that eventually inspired Puerto Rico's revolutionary flag, El Grito de Lares. The Haitian flag inspired their neighboring lands to create their own flags and their own revolution. The Puerto Rican Revolution was mainly led by this man right here, El Padre de la Patria, Ramón Emeterio Betances. A man that was so inspired by the Haitian Revolution that he moved to Jacmel, Haiti, learned from the Haitian people, and embraced their revolution as an independence agenda for Puerto Rico. He also hopefully co-inspired to create an Antillean Confederation, essentially uniting Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Haiti, Cuba, and Jamaica. He's also translated stories about Haitian leaders in Spanish so that Puerto Ricans can learn about them. I would consider this man a great inspiration to Caribbean unity. Let's fast forward to a more recent time. In 2017, there was the big Hurricane Maria that hit Puerto Rico. While we did receive a lot of help internationally, I have to give a shout out to Haiti for this one. Haiti sent over a bunch of doctors directly to Puerto Rico to help our community rise. They provided all types of medical support and mental health support. They developed such a good reputation at the time that there were waves of people lining up to get this treatment. Once word got out to Chef Jose Andres, he sent just about 4,500 plates to the people that were waiting in line to get the aid. I say all that to say that Puerto Ricans and Haitians got nothing but love for each other. From the times of our indigenous ancestors to times of revolution, the endless amount of solidarity work will not die. Haiti will rise and shall never bow down to nobody. That being said, vive Haiti and ça passe!
Yeah, it's unfortunate that the publicity has been such that people hesitate to come here.
There hasn't been a violent crime here in years. Even stealing is virtually unheard of. In fact, a recent study by the United Nations reported Haiti to be one of the safest countries in the world. The only money you may find taken from you is here, at one of the casinos. But then you do have a chance to get it back, and then some.
I've won about $25. I've gambled in many other countries, and I'm really enjoying it here in Haiti.
No matter how you do at the gambling tables, when it comes to sun and sand, you'll be dealt a winning hand. If you like crowded, noisy, hard-to-get-to beaches, you won't like Haiti. But if you want unspoiled, almost deserted beaches that are close at hand, you'll love Haiti. It won't take you long to realize that there is no typical Haitian beach. Each has a personality all its own. To the north is the Riviera of Haiti. It's perfect for swimming, sailing, snorkeling, or just plain relaxing. If you want a more active vacation, you might want to try the Club Med. It has all the
Shalom. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, giving double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Shalom to all the brothers out here laboring in this truth with sincerity. Shalom to the few sisters that watch. Just coming back with another lesson. The brothers were speaking yesterday, at camp. The elders were speaking yesterday at camp, you know, and was going into how, you know, the Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom, you know, will be joined back together, you know, at some point, which is taking place now. But, you know, they was just going into how these deportations, you know, is affecting, you know, the Northern Kingdom. But, you know, the videos or the little clips that we saw in the beginning, man, you know, it gives a background on the Northern Kingdom, you know, before Esau intervened, man. You know, Esau, you know, everywhere this man goes, you know, he brings destruction, death, and you know, accumulate a sin, man. Sin follows this man. You know, of course, we're under the curses, you know, and you know, we're to blame for some of it, you know, really all of it. But this devil, man, has been put in place, man, to make Jake just constantly go off. You know, a whole tribe could be at peace in the middle of the Amazon. You know, when this devil comes, find the tribe, you know, start bringing cigarettes, alcohol, introducing all kind of porn, you know, anything, man, which brings corruption, you know. And next thing you know, this particular tribe is you know, just fell apart, man, due to how this devil implements his likes, you know, in wickedness. So we just gonna get into the scriptures, you know, as we saw in those clips, man. You know, the history runs deep with the Northern Kingdom and the Southern Kingdom. You know, the tribe of Levi being the so-called Haitians. Then you had the Dominicans, which is the tribe of Simeon, and then you had the Puerto Ricans, you know, which are the tribe of Ephraim. You know, and sometimes in the scriptures, the Northern Kingdom as a whole, you know, is called the Ephraim, you know. So we just gonna get into the scriptures and you know, just try to get some edification, man, Lord willing. So we'll go to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50 and verse 33. It says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together." You know, that's speaking of the Northern Kingdom, children of Israel, and the children of Judah. You know, that'll be the Southern Kingdom. You know, so-called Negroes, Black Americans. You got your Haitians, which would be the tribe of Levi, and then you got your so-called, you know, Jamaicans, would be the tribe of Benjamin. So those tribes, you know, West Indians, those three tribes make up the tribe of Judah, you know. But of course, Judah is the head tribe. It says, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together. And all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go." And this is how it is now, man. You know, we see it with the deportations, you know, oppressed together. You know, we're here in Babylon the Great, still being oppressed. You know, the tribe of Gad, you know, was just pretty much just ran off the land, you know, murdered, raped, robbed, pillaged, you know. So-called Mexicans, you know, they had their land, you know, out west, and they were pretty much ran off the land, you know. Hey, man, by this devil, man. You know, then you had the tribe of Judah that came over here in slavery. And now we all here in Babylon the Great, you know, waiting to be delivered, man. You know, the elect, first and foremost. But, of course, it'll be the elect out of the Northern Kingdom, Southern Kingdom, man. You know, so, you know, we're oppressed together by a common enemy. and that's Esau Edom, the so-called white man. You know, whether people believe it or not, you know, that's a fact. So we're going to continue on. We're going to go to the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2. And the brothers, you know, brought these scriptures out yesterday, you know, in addition to some that I added. But for the most part, hey, the brothers went over this. So, hey, and while they were going over it, you know, I saw those clips prior to going to camp. And I'm like, man, that'll be a good lesson to go into. But you know, like I say, the history runs deep, man. You know, it was all kind of you know, the tribes were getting along, man. You saw they was going to each one of them were trading, you know, sharing goods, and living in peace until Christopher Columbus came, man, and just wrecked everything, man. You know, everything, man. This devil, man. Hey, that devil is gonna pay, man. You know, he's gonna be a spectacle in the kingdom for sure. So this is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, and verse 12. It says, "Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and established a city by iniquity." And that's what happened. You know, this devil came down, touched down on the shores of various islands, island of Hispaniola, Puerto Rico, all these places, man, which are in close proximity of each other. And just turn everything upside down. And that was their downfall, even, allowing this devil to do it, instead of, Salakia, it was the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, but hey, man, it's rough, just thinking how this devil went through and just murdered, pretty much a whole island, a whole tribe of people, and it goes into it, man. It's an article that I had, that pretty much went into how this devil, threw the kids in the river, threw the babies in the river for fun, to watch them drown. This was a sport to them, taking various men and women, from the tribes, and sicking dogs on them, which we saw that in the movie Django. So it's a clear indication who the devil is, man. So all these people out here that's caping for Esau, man, when this devil really brings the hammer down, don't come running, man. Don't come running unless you run into this truth. Don't come looking for shelter or sanctuary, if you're not following the truth, man. Ultimately you're gonna be destroyed, and you're labeled a 2/3, by Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, to be exact, according to the book of Zechariah chapter 13 and verse 8. So we gonna continue on, man. So I mean, it's clear to see that this devil is pretty much a maniac, man. He's a maniac. Everywhere he goes, he causes destruction. And the only way this place is really still surviving is because you have Jacob, man. You got the Northern Kingdom pretty much in all places, man. Doing all the labor. You got the Northern Kingdom cooking in Chinese restaurants. You got the Northern Kingdom doing all kind of construction, man. Working in the fields. So it's clear that this devil wants to collapse his own country, man, to usher in, whether it be martial law, but ultimately the MOTB, the mark of the beast, and make no mistakes about it. Canada is involved. Mexico is involved. The president of Mexico is not even a Mexican, man. It's a small hat lady. So they're all in cahoots. People have been put in place strategically, man, to bring this collapse. So we see it happening, And if you're not and it's true and sincere about it, you're not gonna make it, man. You know, you're not gonna make it. You know, and if you don't make it, you happen to fall victim. You okay if you in this truth. You know, you gonna when Yahweh Shem Al Shai comes back, man, you gonna be the first to rise, man. You gonna be the first to meet Yahweh Shem Al Shai. You know, for dying in this truth, man. So, hey, the reward is great. You know, we looking forward to the downfall of this devil, man, and we can't wait. All right, this is the book of Micah, chapter 2. Start from the top. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity, and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. You know, and it's going into the devil, man, the wicked elites. You know, pretty much, you know, the population is a science project to this devil, man. You know, through the food, the water, the air. You know, they just pretty much experiment on people. And I saw another clip, you know, that went into how, you know, they tell you that you need so many percentage of a vitamin a day, or so many percentage of nutrients a day. You know, how they concoct vitamins, you know, in a pill form. They basically experimented on the natives, you know, starved them out and gave them various vitamins to see how their body would react, to measure out how much they needed, you know, to survive. So that's how they came up with that, man. You know, I should have included that clip in this video, but I didn't. So, you know, even if you go into the medical field, you know, the practices that they started out with was on Jake, man. No anesthesia. Just basically doing surgery and experimenting on Jake. So this devil is sick. It has always been sick. And Yahweh Shem Al Shai is going to come back and utterly destroy this devil. His kingdom, you know. And ultimately, in our kingdom, he'll be eliminated after 1,000 years, according to the scriptures. If you don't believe it, you know, hey, I ain't really gonna go into that right now, but, you know, it's a fact. All right, verse 2, it says, and they covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage, you know, bringing Jake over here. Even the tribe Gad, you know, basically erased their language, history, and everything, and flipped it around and said they were savages, you know. Man, you know, this, hey. But you still have people that are so concerned about the devil, man. They're so concerned about Esau. You know, they're so hurt that they don't see Esau or the so-called white man on the 12 tribe sign, man. You know, they get hurt. And we talking about so-called black people get hurt. You know, when you say the white man is going into slavery, so-called white man is going into slavery, they get hurt behind that, man. You know, so these people are going to fall along with this devil and ultimately, you know, are going to be brought to shame. So we going to win, man. You know, we going to win. We just got to endure, you know, until the end. And the end is definitely near. And trust me, man, we can't wait. You know, we cannot wait. So we'll go to the book of Zechariah. Let's see. Chapter 11 and verse 5. It says, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, my power, feed the flock of the slaughter. It says, whose oppressors slay them and hold them not guilty. Hold themselves not guilty. Salaki. And we see this, you know, through all the murder, the rape, rob. You know, they had this in history that propped these people up to be heroes all throughout history, you know. So, hey man, it's really hard to understand how people would want to join unto this man. You know, these people are going to join unto this man all the way until that chip is implemented, man. You know, because they want to be a part of his kingdom, knowing that this man hates you with all his might. You know, and it's shown. You know, who's filling up who has the prison system filled up? You know, who had crack introduced into their neighborhoods? Who was placed in projects? You know, who has been oppressed since they've been here? You know, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. So it says, whose possessors, Salakia, I think I said oppressors. So it says, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. And they that sell them say, blessed be the Lord Yahweh, for I am rich. And their own shepherds pity them not. But the point of the matter, it says, whose possessors slay them and hold themselves not guilty. So, you know, this is all throughout history, you know, and now you got your so-called president in place, which is bringing all kind of chaos on purpose, you know, so they can usher in that order, whether it be through martial law, famine, you know, however they bring it, it's coming. You know, but ultimately, it's all about that mark, man. Everything goes back to that mark. And the jealousy that this man has, you know, for the tribes of Israel, you know, and the brothers went into that yesterday also. It goes back all the way back to Adam, you know, and the serpent. You know, that the devil has that serpent spirit on him, man. You know. Also the spirit of Cain. So, hey, the only way that we're going to have any possibility of championship, of a championship of success, of salvation, man, is of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. You know. So we're going to keep going, man. We're going to go to the book of Hosea, chapter 17. It says, Ephraim is joined to idols. Let him alone. You know, Ephraim, speaking of the northern kingdom, you know, the northern kingdom. You know, they're joined unto idols. They don't worship Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. This is a reason why all this hell is coming upon them, man. You know, these people, they don't understand who their people really are. You know, they worship Esau, Edom more than wanting to know the truth. You know, they look at a so-called black man, a Jake. They look down upon him, man. You know, I've experienced that also. You know, these people, I've seen how these people live, man, in their own countries. But then they come over here, get an Esau system, you know, get a couple dollars, you know, establishes a business or whatever. And next thing you know, man, they looking at Jake, so-called black man, as if he's a piece of dirt, man. A piece of, you know, just looking down on him. But, you know, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is bringing his hell upon them because for being proud, for worshiping idols, as the scriptures say. Ephraim is joined to idols. You know, they are heavy into Catholicism, you know. Hey, and you don't forget Levi, you know, they into that voodoo, you know. So ultimately, you know, we're going to come together, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. But it's going to come by way of this truth. And it's going to be the elect, first and foremost, you know, and then you had a remnant, you know. But ultimately, it's going to be this truth, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, that brings this tribe, the southern tribe and the northern tribe back together, man. Ultimately. So we'll go to the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37. And this is what you see when you see that 12 tribe chart. This is what you're seeing. You know, this is why all the rest of the nations are excluded from that chart. All right, this is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37 and verse 16. It says, "Moreover, son of man, take thee one stick and write upon it, and that will be the sign. It says, for Judah and for the children of Israel, his companions." The 12 tribes of Israel on the chart, on the sign. It says, "Then take another stick and write upon it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and for all the house of Israel and his companions." So you got the tribe of Judah, blacks, so-called blacks, Haitians, and West Indians. Then you got Ephraim, which would be the so-called Latinos, Native Americans, you know, all throughout South America, man, you know. But then you have the scattered. So the chart is just really an indicator. You know, spiritually, we know the tribes are scattered. But Salaki. Salaki. You know, spiritually, we know the tribes are scattered. But the chart, the sign is just an indicator, you know, to give you a general indicator of who these people, you know, are, you know, who we are. Salakia. All right, verse 17, it says, "And join them one to another into one stick, that they shall become one in thine hand." Verse 18, it says, "And when the children of thy people shall speak unto thee, saying, Wilt thou not show us what thou meanest by these?" You know, so people inquiring about the chart. It says, "Say unto them, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, Behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, northern kingdom, and the tribes of Israel, his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, southern kingdom, and make them one stick, that they shall be one in mine hand." You know, and ultimately it's gonna be the elect, first and foremost. So, hey man, we coming back together. You know, we are coming back together within this truth. You know, it's happening. And ultimately it's gonna start to happen more rapidly, man. You know, once this devil start bringing this rap at a rapid pace, hey, Northern Kingdom gonna jump on board, man. So with that being said, you know, we want to constantly give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakwadash. Shalom.